My name is Kristen Duffy. I'm a biology major, a junior, and I'm a leadership chair for New Student Orientation.
And I'm Caryl senior, political science major. And my position is leadership chair with NSO with Kristen.
I was a Blue Crew member last year, so I helped with move-in and social events. And then this year, I applied to be a leadership chair.
I did Blue Crew as well when I was a sophomore, and then last year I did international engagement chair for the leadership team, and then I applied to be leadership chair.
NSO stands for New Student Orientation, and it is a program to help new students get acquainted with UD.
It does that by having social events where students get to know their class and faculty and staff, so they get to know people, and they also have important discussions about some of UD values, and kind of helps them transition from high school to college. So basically, we're trying to get you to think about three main, points.
Ideas.
Right, ideas, yeah, throughout New Student Orientation. I mean, you can think about a lot of other things too, but on New Student Orientation side, one of the things we want you to think about is quality relationships. How do you build those? Moving or transitioning, from just having friends and people that you just hang out with once in a while, people you just see high and by, to having relationships with people that really will make you, network, and you hear it all the time. Some people that you meet in college will be the people that you know for the rest of your life. So that's really about building relationships with people. And how do you do that? How do you network properly with faculty and get, not only just to get a recommendation letter, but to really get to know this person and to really get to know the floor mates that you have and build friendships that will last a lifetime. So that's one thing we want you to start thinking about.
So another idea or pillar that we want you to think about is academic engagement. And that's basically not just going to class and just sitting there and zoning out. It's actually being present and being involved with the faculty and staff that are involved with that, and wanting to learn, so being academically engaged.
Yeah. And the last one is discovering your passionate purpose. It's really early to start thinking about what your purpose is, and we understand that, but it definitely is. Orientation kind of tells you, you should probably start thinking about this, and here are some ways you can do that. Discovering your purpose is not just about choosing a major because, your friends, are, it's popular among your friends, they think you should do this, or your parents told you that this is what you need to be. It's more about getting you to think about what you really want, and putting meaning to what you're trying to do with the rest of your life, and choosing a major that is about that. And not only just your major, but how can UD provide sources for you and opportunities that help you become the person you want to be with this purpose that you have. I'm excited for them to, I'm excited and scared. I'm excited for them because, I can vouch that, UD is a great place, and so can a lot of people. But if you come and you don't take advantage of the opportunities, or really start thinking about quality relationships and your passionate purpose and how you can become academically engaged, then the opportunities really, you don't have access to them. You don't meet these people, you don't go to these things, you don't attend events, and really, without that, you're missing a really big part of what UD has to offer. So I'm excited for all of the students that, 2 years from now, maybe even a year from now, find themselves taking advantage of all these great opportunities, such as organizations they can be involved in, or, finding a co-op or an internship through UD, or, various things that they can possibly do. But it requires them to really step out of their bubble, really leave their dorm room and go out there and just be there, show up to things. And so that's what I'm excited about, for our community to keep building and growing.
And I think it's important to note that instead of just stumbling upon an opportunity, you need to create opportunities yourself. So, making a show on Flyer TV, anything, and just putting yourself out there. I think taking advantage of that really helps you in the end. So
yeah, I think that's more about how exciting it's going to be for these students to become leaders in the end. How great wouldn't it be for new students that enjoy orientation so much that become, part of the team, and they want to plan too, and then, inevitably become, the position that we're in, and just keep this going where students really, so we're excited for their leadership, I think, most of all, that they're going to develop.